Namaste, friend souls. Infinite gratefulness for existence, once more. In this video, I will explain you the secret of the food which was never told to you, and it has been hidden, and through tradition, culture, and religion, they have maintained that. It's such a basic stuff, but if you knew this, it would change all your life, and it's still gonna change after you see this video, after I explain to you exactly how it should be working, because we were meant something that is not even closer to what really should be. So that's what you're gonna find out in this video right now. Stay tuned. Most of our higher knowledge of beings that existed in this lifetime all came from yogis and ascended masters from the past, and they are not so from the past, because if we see clearly, we are almost obligated to still use the ancient technology to improve our lives in all ways. So their ancient technology, their knowledge, their wisdom, and everything that they have used in the past, we are almost obligated to use now. Otherwise, it doesn't work properly. Or if it works, it's not working as it should be, because we still have lots of problems, health issues, diseases, and so many things that are like normal nowadays, but it shouldn't be. And it has due to the fact that we have mistaken a simple fact that it's all about to be in touch and to be one with nature, universe, and our bodies as oneness. So what I mean by this is that there is something that we should understand since the very beginning. Why there is sun and there is the moon. Why there is daylight and darkness. Okay? So, what these two have in fact with ourselves. Because if we are made of nature, we are made of universe, and we are made of stars and everything else that exists outside of us, it's also inside of us. So we are very mystical, and we are not just appearing like this. No, we are something that involves the whole creation as a whole. And so we have to put that into perspective and use it as a whole perspective, as a whole perception, because we cannot separate things. We are not separate from nothing. And that's what you're gonna understand right now. In this case, understand, like I like to say. So how this works? The food, we are eating this food, and we still have, even with healthy habits of food, we still encounter some issues, diseases, and some problems. What's wrong here? It's something very simple. Since the very ancient times, yogi, ascended masters, and all this, even Jesus, if you want to tell, they all have fast. What is fast? Fasting. Fast is when you don't introduce food into your body system for a period of time. This is called fast. But then you will say, oh, okay, here it comes. I'm not the one that's gonna starve, you know, to to live better or to be healthier or something. What I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need to fast to get the results of fasting, because it's already proved scientifically that fast is something that creates a whole new level of perspective and perception about our body system, how it works, and how it starts to regenerate and heal itself through fasting. So actually, you are not starving to death, you are starving to live. Starving to live. So that's what fasting does. But what I'm telling you here, because there's people in this world that cannot even think about fasting because they cannot stay not even a couple of hours without food, you know. This is a whole new level, I'm gonna tell you right now, and it's completely natural. That's how we work. So there is daylight, and there is the sun, and there is the moon. There is the day, and there is the night. Our bodies, ancient times, they never had electronic lights. They all used candles and natural lights making, okay? They made the lights naturally, from fire, from whatever. So they were not having this nightlife, you know, like, if you don't have lights, try to, if you want to experience how it works, or go to a retreat or wherever, and go to a place or make your home like ancient times, without light. What are you going to do during this night time? If you, for example, you are alone, what are you going to do? Or you're going to meditate, or you go to sleep. And that's all. It's finished. Night was made for that. Was made for you to relax, sleep, and dream, and meditate, and whatever, all things, mystic ones, which are only used for the night, which is with the moon and with the stars, because that's when you can see the stars. They are always there, but you can see the stars only in the night. So there's a light of the stars, a light of the moon, so it's a whole magic life happening during the night, which was specially made because everything turns around us, not we turn around the sun. Actually, what they want you to understand, which is completely doesn't make sense at all, we are not around the sun. The sun, if you stay still in one place, you will see that the sun is turning around you. Of course, it's not going to make a whole circle around you because you are too small compared to the size of all there is, of Earth and everything. But if you pay close attention, in the summer, the sun is going to come from one place like that, and then it's going to come through above you, and then will go almost to, it's like a circle. So the sun is turning around you. If you stay still like there 8 hours, you will see the sun turning around you. So you are that important. Not you have to turn around the sun. It's not Earth turning around the sun, because if you stay still, the sun is turning around you. So that's what you have to understand as your perception, because if nobody has told you that the Earth is turning around the sun, you will never say that the Earth is turning around the sun. You would say the sun is turning around you. And that's all. That's all you need to understand. Your observations are your reality. That's very important. So, the ancient people, they were like this. They were very observating what is, because they had nobody to tell them. Nobody. They had to find by themselves. So that's what they do. They did. And they still do, because we are using them. So it's like their spirit is still with us, you know, sharing their knowledge, wisdom, and everything. So let me make this video fast, otherwise you're gonna get bored. So they were only eating during the day. And when you don't eat during the night, what happens is, for example, you make your last meal at 8 o'clock, let's say, while the sunset is still going on summer, let's say, and then you stop like eating like 8:30, let's say, then after you stay a little bit like this, awake, or go meditate or whatever, and then you go to sleep like 10 or 11, and then you wake up like 7 or 8, and then the sun is already on and going, and then you will eat. What happened actually inside your body? The body, from the last time you ate, and then digest and everything, still the first time you're gonna eat again, because for the body it's the first time you're gonna eat again. Never is like second or third time, no, it's the first time, because it's a new day, it's a new moment. And that's why they call break fast, because you are breaking the fast. Now it's very it's very easy for me to get this, break the fast. So you actually passed a fast without being aware that you were fasting. Because during the night, it's used to fast. Because the benefits of fasting, we are natural fasters. You cannot eat during sleep, you are sleeping, you are not eating. Okay? Maybe in the dream, but you are not actually eating physically. Because or the body heals itself without food, or while eating food you cannot heal yourself. You cannot do both at the same time. Or the body heals, or the body does not heal. So, or the body heals, or the body eats. So while you are eating, you're not healing or regenerating. And while you are fasting, there's no food for the body to process, so the body can heal and regenerate itself. That's why when you do a fast, even if you have a disease and your immune system is very low, your immune system is going to increase, because the whole body is going to work just for one thing, for healing. And this can work during the night or during the day. But the most easy part is when we go to sleep, because we sleep like 8 hours. So in these 8 hours you are healing and regenerating, because the body doesn't have to process more food. That's why we should not eat a lot, because then the body has more time to recover itself. And the digestion should not take very long time. It should be good digestive things. That's why you increase your health in this way. So what I'm saying right now is, we should give our bodies rest from food as night fasting. If somebody cannot fast, because they are all fasting, but they are not aware. So let's use this awareness of fasting every day, which could be called intermittent fast, but for me, no, it's the natural fasting. That's the natural order of body, mind, spirit, and earth, and everything. That's how it works. The sun was made for us to be alive, awake, and eat, and drink, and become hydrated and everything. During night, it's for healing. So day, food, night, healing, regeneration. So you can take this to a whole new level if you want. Which means you start your fasting after the last meal in the dinner time. I'm talking about summer, because when it's winter, depending on the place, the sun goes like 4 or 5, it's already gone, so you should be eating like before the sunset. So sunrise, after the sunrise, you can eat. And before the sunset, you finish eating. And that's how it works. Then you go all this time on fasting. That's why people get more sick during the winter, because they should be not eating during the night. So they actually think, well, I have to eat because I have to get warm and I need food and I need... But what is causing is more stress to the body, because the body has more food to process, and so it becomes more unhealthier. And that's why you got cold and starts to a lot of things happen to you. And you don't know why, because you are not aware of how the process works. So in winter time we should do more fasting than the summer, because the summer, the sun and everything, it's so hot that already gives you the feeling of not eating so much. You want more liquids. And that's how it works. More hot, we don't need much food. So, but the food needs a time to be processed, because our body is not 24 hours like for one thing. No, it's divided. Daytime food, and so intake, and nighttime outtake. So that means intake during the day, and during the night we are outtaking, because we are detoxing. detoxing everything. And then you say, but why we need to fast if I'm already cleaning? No, all foods contain certain toxins. We are involved in a toxin world, so there's always something to detox. So that's how it works, because we are surrounded by toxins and heavy metals and whatever. So we are constantly detoxing something. So detoxing or detoxify? Detoxing, maybe. Detoxing something. So that's how it works. This is the very secret of life. And what they do, they teach us we have to eat every 3 hours. That's wrong. You don't have to eat every 3 hours. You have to eat when you feel hungry. That's how it works, your observation. And during the night, you don't eat, because every time you eat during the night, don't you feel heavy? Like, when you go to sleep, it's like, you are like, you cannot. We should be always soft, lightweight, like, hey, like full energy. But when you eat a lot, it's like, you know? And that's how it works. The body was not made to eat during the night. It was made to eat during the day. During the night is for healing, recovering, regeneration. Now, let me explain. This can be put into a higher level, not just this. This is the basic, but it's the main reason. And this, if you go read, there's a movie, How My Soul Put Me to Watch. It's called Fasting. You can go to website gomovies.com and you find the movie there. Otherwise, you try to put on Google fasting movie and to see if you can find. I'm gonna put here the cover so that you can see, remember how it is. It's not a movie from Hollywood, it's like a documentary. It's more a documentary, but it's good made. So watch, it's very cool information, and there's some scientific facts and a lot of people improving, like from diseases and disturbance and mental illness and everything, just from changing the time of eating, man. This is very, almost crazy, man, insane. But it's very natural and very acceptable, of course. That's the law of nature, with us and the nature, how it works. So we are intaking food from nature, you know, and this has a profound effect on wherever, how you do it or how you should do it. So we thought what we eat is the problem. No, the problem is when you eat, because even if you eat something that is not so healthy, but you eat on the right time, on the right times, the body can process this and detox during the night. And this is how we improve our health, like for more than 100% in all cases. So you can get rid of inflammations. Inflammations come from the time you're eating. So this is very profound. I encourage you to go read about this, the effects of continuing fasting, because you eat during the day and not during the night. And you can watch this movie and then you will have a better clearance about all this and you go deep into it. So I'm gonna go higher level, because they didn't tell after the sunset and before after the sunrise and before the sunset. It's me already putting this, because it's with the sun and everything, because we work all together as a whole, so it makes sense. So a higher level is, it is much easier for you to improve your body, mind and spirit connection through this process of continuing fasting, which is eating during the day and during the night not. And then after a while, when you feel very good already and the benefits coming to you, you will be able to tap into the real fasting, which is just water, after the last meal. So it's gonna be much easier for you to fast for real, because what's the benefits? It's a lot of benefits, which is only from the third day fasting without food, just water, that your body and mind starts to regenerate itself. Only from the third day. So what happens in the beginning, in the first 3 days? Your body is healing, recovering, receiving energy, detoxing, and increasing the immune system levels and everything. But it's still not regenerating. Like, for example, regenerate bone, regenerate teeth, regenerate the vision, regenerate a lot of things in your body. So this is actually possible through real fasting. But this becomes much easier when you change the time you are eating, like I told you just now. That's why you weren't able to do a long fast before, like I'm talking in general because a lot of people can do it, but it's gonna be much easier for you to recover and heal and regenerate itself with this ideology which comes from the ancient. I'm not inventing this. Even if I were, it makes sense. So this is ancient technology, natural technology, okay? I'm putting technology because in that time that's how they did their improvements in all types of ways of life, you know? So that's it. This is the very secret of food and how we should intake and outtake and detox and healing, regenerate ourselves with this magnificent, so simple and yet so practical. It's just change the time you are eating, man. This is the most easy thing to do. But I'm gonna tell you my experience. I never did this. I was never aware in all my life. Even after awakening, I was never aware that I should eat only during the day and not during the night. I was feeling like it's heavier to eat during the night, but as I was always awake, I always loved more the night, like to stay awake and do researches and make music, everything more during the night. So I was always up till late. So I was eating because I was awake and I was hungry. But now I am still awake till a little bit late sometimes, even though I go meditate, but I only intake water. And sometimes I happen to go till the next day without food and I don't feel hungry at all and I continue to drink water. I do also urine therapy, so it also helps me. Then I go till the night and it's already 24 hours. And when I see, I already did a fast of 1 day. That's very good, without not even trying. And I'm healthy because the body's like full energetic. Because you are one with your body. Once you are one with your body, you can recover from any illness in this world. Any illness. It's just that you have to be fully connected with your body, understand how this works. So once you get this, you start to improve all ways of your life. And then you can go 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and when you see, woo, detox 3 days. And when you achieve 3 days, it's better for you to continue to go a little bit beyond, like 4, 5, 6, like a week, because then you know that the body is only gonna start regenerating from the 3rd day. So you gotta count that the first 3 days were just healing and recovering and everything, or prepared itself. So then you know that you will count just from the 3rd day. When you finish the 3rd day and starts the 4th day, then you start, this is the 0. And then you go 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Because then you know that you are regenerating. So the body will start to improve in other ways that you never expected to be, because you never experienced that before. And when you are aware of this, you will be one with your body, and the body is going to correspond exactly how you feel to be, and not countering you and being against you, because you were against him, against the body, every time you put garbage into yourself, and you never let him recover properly. So now that you're going to understand this, apply this into your life, you're going to see that your body always loves you. Because even though you put so much garbage and you treated your body very bad and said horrible things to your body, to yourself, your body continue to try to recover and heal and love yourself. And it's constantly forgiving you for everything. The body already forgives unconditionally for everything you do and you're gonna do for the entire life. Your body is the temple of God. Your mind is the space of God. Soul is all there is of God. So even if you don't believe of God, you have to know that this is the whole. You have to treat your body like a whole of everything. Otherwise you wouldn't exist. Your body, your mind, and your soul makes all there is existing into your life right now. And this is how you get in touch with the ultimate reality of your being. That's how you start to get intuition, and all there is, imagination and creativity, all is gonna correspond, because you need, just to move one arm, you need the process of the body, the mind and the soul. So if you are not connected to them, you're gonna be mistaken every time. You're not gonna be as a whole, working as a whole. That's how the mechanism of everything works. We think nature is separate from the universe is separate from God, God is separate from us, and we are separate from God. No, we are all interconnected, man, as a whole. We work as a collective consciousness. If somebody is thinking bad about something, it's already affecting also the whole, because we are the whole. Of course, there's millions and millions and millions, but this doesn't matter, because the collective consciousness, the world is only like this right now because we are as a collective. So if somebody is so negative, and there's a bigger percentage of negative compared to positive beings in the world as a whole, in this earth, we are receiving this negativity. That's why sometimes in this time we think that the world is not gonna work for good, not for love, and we are experiencing more like lower energies and vibrations like this. But actually it's just a collective creating this field. But for example, then you just change the place. Sometimes you go to another country and seems like the time stopped over there. It's like even the sun thinks like, you go to the tropics, sometimes you think the time stopped because nothing happens, and the sun is there always with this hot and this, and then you don't have to worry about problems and anything. So it's still the same world, it's still the same collective, it's still the same energy. But what you did is change the place. So you change your vibrational energy field, and then you are feeling much better. But it's still the same air, it's still the same energy, it's still the same bounded energy connectivity. It's just, it creates this illusion which you should see through delusions with your third eye and with love. And this is how you can apply a very simple secret. Yet nobody knows this almost, because we were taught that the world is in this way, and we never ask why it cannot be in another way. Or even if we ask, it's like it has to be like this. But not. We are recreating our reality every time, but in accordance to nature, universe, God, and all that is. Namaste, infinite gratefulness for existence. My name is Ivo Artur, and this is WAAO Love. And you can also, if you need some music to connect in different things, heal and everything, you can pass on my channel Locos Motivos Meditation Music in YouTube. Namaste.